the shit? How's there so many of you guys on here? All right, hold on a second, guys. We got to test this out. External microphone. MacBook Air. You guys hearing this properly? I need to know. I need to know. I want to feel it. I want to know. Can you hear my baby? Hey, dude. Can you log on to my YouTube channel and tell me if this audio is working well? You guys hearing me? Where the boys at? Where my boys at? Let me see the dudes. Let me see the dudes. You coming in here doesn't help. Doesn't help. Hey, guys. This is my my specials need roommate. Yeah, he comes in every single day. He's got to dance a little bit. You got to give him candy. Tell me if you got to go in the other room and close that damn door. Boys. What's up, boys? Even though I know you're low on horse videos, I'm here. Dude, I am low on horse videos. So check this out. I go in, this bullshit algorithm, now that I'm down here, down under, it's feeding me a lot of different shit now that I'm in a different country. Normally, it's just animals, head-to-head collisions. Now I've got all this like weird shit about Australian culture and babes at the beach. Shit I'm not into. And I'm here to give you guys valuable structure, information, inside scoops into horse assassinations. I mean, God, let's just check out what we've got here. Guys, I got a lot to talk about. Like this one right here. Let's just start right from the top. I shared this on my screen. And this is a video about this horse just assassinating the shit out of this poor animal. I mean, dude, you guys know badgers. These things are like the toughest things on the planet. Homeboy 1 and 2, not giving a fuck. This boy right here, dude, with just the downward slap. I don't know if he's unconscious or dead, but I'm not going to lie. Homeboy had it coming. That little ankle bite, like if something bit my ankle, I'd be downright pissed. But I don't know, dude. I'm not getting the same material I normally do, which I'm kind of disappointed about. And I went into my notes and I kind of tried to look up things like kangaroo videos, bull action. I just think the United States is just an overall better place as an internet observer. And also, you can't get Netflix down here. Some bullshit. Where are the babe videos? Wouldn't you like to know, dude? Got some R-rated shit. Looks like Riped Like a CrossFitter. Dude, keeping it real, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give you a shout out, dude. I actually got one of your videos. Homeboy, I never really believed in you, but then I saw this video and I laughed pretty hard. This is basically keeping it real, talking about the difference between Hyrox athletes and CrossFit athletes. And this is great. I just love the fact that you had this outfit, and I kind of have similar outfits in my house. Now, the question is are you married? Like, do you have somebody in your life that cares about you, or are you just a solo artist? Do you live by yourself, and that's why you have the free time to do this in your living room? Now, if I had to pass judgment, a straight single dude would not have a grid picture line like this in the background. And then whatever this weird chunk of shit art is, that's not straight dude stuff. That's you've been domesticated and you have a girlfriend kind of thing. So what's the inside scoop, dude? Who are you? What's your background? I'm married to an attractive woman. Bullshit. Show us a picture and then let the guys decide. Send me a link right now. And we'll judge. Also, like a big question is like, where do you live? That really defines how hot your wife is, because, you know, I think I have good taste in women, but until I came down here, I thought LA girls were hot. And then you see these Gold Coast girls and you realize that you've been lied to your whole life. Wife wears the pants. Obvious. Holy shit. You've wrote like 100 things. Am I running a DC? Not a fucking chance. I just want you guys to know DC is a shithole. Let's just go and vote. DC, Washington, DC, livability. Let's go to livability ranking. There's got to be some data on here. I think Washington, D.C.'s got to be like top 3 worst places to live in the country, especially to visit there for a race. Crime, dog shit. There were some statues there that I used to respect, and they probably cut them down. I'm not into Washington, D.C. I'm not going there. I'm just going to Google, is it cool to live in Washington, D.C.? You'll be living in one of the most culturally rich cities, they say. No one believes that. Not for a second. Not for a gosh darn second, boys. You guys can vote. Gold Coast babes are hard in the paint, dude. What up, Ryan? How you be? Wow, bro, that's my first Hyrox, and it's a shithole. See, you know. Gold Coast chicks are mid Sunshine Coast chicks. Where it's at. Dude, Maximilian, you know that DC is dog shit. We all know it is. It's like, come on, like if you're here in Australia and you're hanging out with a bunch of people and they're like, man, I'm going to come visit the United States. Not one of them says that they're going to go visit Washington, D.C. Just nobody wants to. They're like, I'm going to go to Los Angeles where people are pretty and cool. I'm going to go to New York City where it's an incredible city, one of the most culturally vibrant cities in the world, and it's beautiful and incredible. I'm going to go to Miami because it's tropical and there's babes. I'm going to go to Austin, Texas because there's weird fucking people there. And I'm going to go to Cincinnati because it's a desolate coal mining town. I'm not going to go to D.C. because it's dog crap. That would be the next sentence. Just saying. Like 80 listings last week. You're not defending your home, dude. Yeah, there you go. I beat 1 billion of your segments in Malibu this weekend. No, you didn't. You lying piece of crap. You're a lying turd. That's what you are. Hold on. All right, guys. Keeping it real, Diaz as a picture of his wife. I want everyone in the notes to vote. We need voting. All right, I'm not going to lie. These are really blurry photos, so it's really weird. But you guys vote. She's got a pretty face. The fact that she lets you dress up and do the shit that you do in your living room, she definitely... We're not going to say anything inappropriate on the show. But you got to have it rough in the bedroom is all I'm saying, dude. You probably get your ass handed to you. I lived in D.C. for the Army, and it sucked. Thank you for the honesty. I'm Australian. I've never once have thought about going to D.C. Thank you. Dude, he's punching. That's right, Tristan. Smash or pass. She is cool. I am lucky. Listen, dude. No one calls their wife cool. Let's be honest. You're married to her because she's a babe. Some things to talk about today, guys. I got notes, actually. It's so much harder to stay organized when I don't have multiple screens. We're going to talk about the solo race that I did. We're going to talk about the doubles race I did with Joanna versus Tia and James. We're going to talk about the feed. We got a lot of stuff going on. But, dude, check this out. These cheating pieces of shit. We got 2 things I want to talk about today, mostly about cheaters. Dude, so supposedly this dude right here, 204 marathoner, just got caught, 4-year bans. This makes it 123 Kenyans that have been currently banned from the sport. Now, I'm just going to say, like, obviously, it's kind of like the sport of CrossFit. You know how people get caught in CrossFit doping all the time because they're idiots. These guys are idiots too, but, you know, these guys are trying to get out of Kenya. You guys are living in, you know, probably a little bit better places, so you don't have excuses, but what a dick. His name's 𝗵𝗵𝗸𝗁𝗲 𝗕𝗟𝗃𝗏. He won the Sydney Marathon. So he came down here where there's a bunch of hardworking, awesome people, doped. Look at that smile. That's a cheating shithead smile. And he got caught, 4-year ban, and now he's gonna have to fucking like shovel shit in his little town. Cheating piece of shit. I'm really not a fan of this, but it leads me into this next thing. Well, that's a horse video. Pretty sick. I don't know. I just have a hard time with cheaters. There's a lot of horse videos in here. Where is that link that I had about the chick? Come on, dude. You guys might need to give me a second. It's in here somewhere deep in the notes. Okay, I'm going to not share the screen for a second. You guys talk shit to each other for 2 seconds. Listen, I've taken 2 drug tests in Hyrox this year, and I've passed both of them. You just don't be an idiot and dope during. I mean, I'm not trying to suggest anybody dopes, but these guys are idiots. You can probably get past these tests pretty easily. But this is why I'm going to talk to you guys in 2 seconds here about this one other chick who got caught. This is pretty prevalent in females getting caught in doping scandals, and it makes me furious. It makes me fucking furious. God, this one with the titty keeps on popping up. I gotta find this for you guys. Damn it. This is really pissing me off. Where is this video? It's all just horse videos. Okay, wow. I'm an idiot. Okay, this one right here. So check this out. When I was really into CrossFit, this happened with a girl. This happened with a girl in Invictus. And this girl right here, multiple of them, she's a triathlete right now. She basically got caught with dope in her system. And she said that it was transferred by her lover in action. And here's just like a unpopular opinion. If you're going to be in a relationship with somebody that is taking performance enhancing drugs and you are a professional athlete, you have to have that adult conversation. Like, you have to have that adult conversation that potentially that person could transfer it over to you. Now, is that even logically true? No. Like, there's nobody who's transferring fluids from body to body that is going to get you to fail a test. And these girls have actually gotten away with it. And they're cheaters. They're dirty, filthy cheaters. And it just drives me nuts. And I don't know how they get away with it. It's kind of just one of these gray zones, which is such bullshit. But as an athlete, it's your responsibility to know that if you're taking products, if you're making out with people, if you're having sex with these people, if you are like, you got to be careful. Like, if you just even go to like some kind of like run club and somebody's giving you products there, you have to make sure that the shit that they're giving you doesn't have anything in it. And that's why, as a professional athlete, if you're going to compete professionally and try to be in the rankings and try to win these like really kind of coveted, honorable positions in sport, you have to be an adult and make sure you don't make dumb decisions outside of it that could potentially enhance your performances. I don't know how this curling chick got caught up in it, but this female pro triathlete's the one I'm talking about. But man, cheating. Yeah, you know that these girls are up to no good. I'm just going to start having SEX with a bunch of pro bodybuilders. You guys just see me at the next Hyrox event, triple the size. And I'm like, it wasn't me, it was my boyfriend. If I could get away with it, I'm switching teams. Let's see here. You guys are slow. Yeah. Did you actually get the drug tests from Informed Sport about pass or fail? No, they only contact you if you fail. Yeah, you only get contacted if you fail. David, hello from Chile. Whew. Not responding back to that one. Okay. Let's go into the results from this weekend. Now that we're done talking about filthy cheaters and we got at least one horse video out of the way. Okay. I'm going to go to hyrox.com. So, doubles race and a singles race for me this weekend. Now, I'm going to shoot it to you guys straight. I felt fit as fuck. That was incredible. That was the fastest I feel like I've run in a long ass time. What did I do differently? Changed up my training a little bit. Like I haven't been doing any hard training since, the start of my training back in September. I've just been doing a lot of long work. And now I started doing the intense work. I kind of said this, like, I'm gonna go on a rant. There's a lot of this him and hawing bullshit. 69 listeners. Let's take our shirts off, people. People are really like going after this double threshold training. Now, double threshold training is just this new buzzword. It's a marketing topic. You're probably going to get sold and oversold by a lot of coaches that are going to try to get you into this new methodology and make you think that what you're doing right now isn't enough. Now you have to do double threshold training. It's my belief, and the very backed up, verified, multiple times over, almost every single Olympic world gold medalist of all time data, that the reality is that your body needs to go through consistent, repetitive, over and over and over and over and over again stimuluses to get better at something. You have to do something hard at this zone. You have to do something easy at this zone for a long period of time. You have to do something long at this zone. And then you have to do it 1,000 times. And then maybe, if you're lucky, you're going to become really good at it. Now, because 𝗕𝗵𝗸𝗁𝗥 𝗦𝗫𝗄 has won some medals and Kristian Blummenfeld's won some medals, everybody thinks that they need to redesign everything that they've ever done. And all the science for the past 100 years of verified PhD-backed exercise scientists is all wrong. All wrong. It has to be. It must be, because some dude came out of nowhere who's been training for the past 20 years of his life since he was 3 years old is winning Olympic gold medals now. Or maybe he just started training at such a young age over and over again, like I said, with a professional level dad who is an extremely high level intelligent coach and has been doing it longer than everybody else. And maybe that's why he's succeeding. Maybe it has nothing to do with the fact that I am completely right. But what you're noticing is that everybody is trying to redesign the wheel because somebody came out with a couple of blogs about double thresholds. I'm over it. And you know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to dominate people this season off of the old school. Train long, train easy, get strong. And then when you're getting ready for a big race, train hard, train fast, train short, spike the shit out of your system, and then crush people's bones. So I'm in that kind of training right now. And that's why I got a really fast time. Also, I'll say, guys, running an open race is one of the craziest things that you can do on the planet. I forget how lucky I am to be in the Elite 15. Doing a Hyrox with that many people on course, Brisbane was absolutely packed like crazy, tens of thousands of people in the building and thousands of people on course. It's just insane trying to weave your way through all of those people. I body slam people. There's dead bodies out there. There's definitely still people that are on the floor of that convention center for me bumping into them so hard. And there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you're going as hard as you possibly can. And the issue is like, I'm running and there's somebody ahead of me. And if I turn this way, they turn into me sometimes. And I got to slam them. And it's unintentional. Like, I'm going as fast as I possibly can. And you just ram jam them. So, sketchy. Sketchy as all hell. It is basically, if you're going to run a pro race and try to run fast, it's basically demolition derby. It's crazy. Like, you gotta be a madman. And when Joanne and I were racing, like, we were going so hard, fast as I can imagine. Like, I'm gonna go look at the results now. Let's do this as friends. Let's do this as like just a bunch of friends here. Still don't really know how to do the Hyrox site, but let's go. Results. Bam. Valencia, my ass. Johannesburg. Let's go pro. Let's start pro. Show results. Who's at the top? Big Daddy. It was crazy. Let's bashing that ski-erg into the earth, bashing that sled push. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I fell over twice in the sled pull because of these shoes. These are the sickest shoes on the planet for running, but right here, danger, Will Robinson. You guys see all that memory foam? You guys see how slow my sled pull was? Like, I fell. Sketchy. Burpee broad jump, slow. Not proud of it. Whatever. Definitely thinking about that. 1,000-meter row, fastest person on the existence of the planet. No big deal. Farmer carry? How did I come third place there? That was a fucking missile. Sandbag lunges, slow, I guess. Whatever. Wall balls, that's another thing. I fell. I fell twice on the wall balls. What you're seeing now a lot is these guys, I watch Ricky to it, they took their shoes off. Like, I'm now in the camp that I may take my shoes off just so that, like, the heel stack on this shoe is so aggressive, and it's useful for running, obviously, but what ends up happening is you're so cocked forward and you're so tired from all this stuff that my hips were like completely angled forward, and I straight up fell in the middle of it. I wasn't even tired. So I was really going for unbroken. I was really like going as hard as I could to go unbroken, and I couldn't keep it. I couldn't keep it alive because I literally fell in the middle of this thing. And I don't know what to tell you guys, but I definitely got to figure that shit out, either work on my hip mobility or get another shoe. Let's go back into Hyrox, those alts. Brisbane. Mixed dubs. What is it? Just doubles? Fuck, guys. I don't even know where to find this thing. Anybody got the data on this? Hyrox doubles, pro, relay, team relay. Hyrox. What is it? We just... Where the fuck do I find my time? All right, guys, I need to stop everybody. Can somebody send me a link and tell me how to find our times? Can somebody send us a link to find our times and break down the race that we had against 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗎? Dude, I don't know if I've run that fast in a race, it feels like, ever. Like, I felt like I was absolutely cranking it. And it says right here that my running times were 3:29s and 3:40s. They were not. They were definitely not. Like, I was absolutely spiking it. And I felt like a crazy person. Like, I don't know how I could have run much faster than that. But I don't know. Like, when I go back and I watch where I set the world record in Stockholm, I was running fast, but I was running faster here in Stockholm than I was in Stockholm. And it's just, courses are a little bit different, rock zones, all that kind of stuff. Does anybody have a link on that? Ballroom. Next Hyrox Ballroom, Motel 6. Let's see here. Yeah, Deviate2s are really solid. I might try to see if Puma will send those to me. I mean, these things are absolutely insane. These have to be like the fastest running shoes I've ever had. They're insane. They're such sick shoes. They're light. They're responsive. I think there's just some things that either you have to train in them very, very well, and they'll be extremely effective for a Hyrox race. But like right now, my hips are too jacked up to really make a difference of it. How do you even find these race results? Hyrox, team, doubles, adaptive. Oh, mixed. My bad. I totally screwed that up. Hyrox doubles. Show me. Oh, here we go. Why do they fuck my name up every time? Okay. Let's look at these things. Let's look. You didn't beat me on the row, you turd. Trying to talk shit. Pop you in the head. All right, is this? No. Is this it? Doubles. Here we go. Here we go. All right, check this out. 331, 336, 336, 341, 344, 339, 341. Yeah, like we were Rampage Jackson in this thing. I do not know how we came 98th in the wall balls. I thought for sure that letting her do all of them would make it faster, but I guess I was wrong. We just missed the world record by 20 seconds. And I was telling Sandbatch this, like we set the world record, he and I, and we did 50-18. We did 50-18, and like I know how fast I am and how fit I am. I ran faster with Joanna here than I did with him when we did the Elite 15 doubles in Manchester, at least just running wise. I don't know. I guess maybe the stations were slower, but like we did a 3:28 ski. This is faster than my pro singles time. And the sled push was wicked fast. The sled pull, I guess, was fast too, but burpee broad jump 205. I guess we sucked on the row, but I let her do a lot of the rowing. Farmer's carry, I don't know how anybody ran faster than me. I literally was only 10 seconds slower as an individual with kettlebells that were way bigger. Sandbag lunges, I thought I was going fast, but I guess I suck. I don't know, man. We were moving so quickly, and maybe just it felt like lightning at the time, but it was a wild ride. Let's go to this, though. This is interesting. I don't know how, but they were only 3 minutes behind us. And if you look at their times, their runs are almost 30 seconds slower per run. So that's almost 4 minutes right there. They smoked us. They smoked us on the sandbag lunges. They smoked us on the wall balls. I guess that's all my fault. I'm looking at this now and realizing how dumb I was to let her do the wall balls exclusively. We beat them on the sled push. We beat them, I guess, just not by enough. Like we beat them on the burpees and everything. I would say that the reason why we don't have the world record is my fault. Looking back at this, reflecting on it, I had a plan in my head and I stuck to the plan, and it was the wrong plan. Guys got to do more wall balls. Guys got to do more of the ergs. I thought it was a solid plan, but we used it just to keep on hammering on the runs, which we did. We were literally lightning, but I don't know what to tell you guys. We got smoked. We got absolutely smoked there. Shit. We can't believe we missed that world record. Look at the gender. Change the gender for men. There you go. This is another weird thing. Down here, for some reason, my Strava app does not work down here. Like I cannot go to Strava and show you guys some of our runs and our paces. So, can't share that shit with you guys. What are your thoughts on peptides since they're all the hype right now? I mean, if you guys go back and I remember listening to an interview, maybe 6 to 8 years ago with Charles Poliquin, who was a guy I used to hire for strength consulting, the greatest strength and conditioning coach in the world. He was saying such a long time ago that peptides were going to be the future of everything. We're going to be the future of like everything that we were doing. Peptides are, I guess, in the context of sport, performance enhancers. Now, the amount of people that I know that are doing our sports and are doing peptides is crazy. Do I think it's Elite 15 people? Probably not. Maybe a couple. I don't even know if WADA's, at least the test that we're doing, is going to cover peptides, but peptides are definitely an enhancing material. It definitely is. Like it's going to make a humongous difference compared to just taking supplementation and eating normal food. It's not natural. And I mean, listen, I'm not here telling you can't do it, but if you're competing in sport for results and you're using peptides and I catch you in the parking lot, bam, taking you out, pansy. You and your freaking sissy ass peptide using bullshit. Also, the amount of people that I saw taking inhalers before this Brisbane race, not cool, dude. Another cheater. Just telling you guys, I don't play games. Bunch of cheating ass bitches. They asked if you've got your banana bread. Yeah, dude. What does that mean? I don't know what that means, Mike Azar. You look like an idiot right now, though, for asking stupid questions. Stupid idiot. Ooh, this was an interesting thing. Check this out. How hard is it to transfer from elite sports to Hyrox? Like, I played state baseball, volleyball, or rugby. I'm currently 18. Ryan, you don't have a chance in hell. I don't know how baseball is going to help you with Hyrox. I mean, if you're a badass, that's probably the best thing you got going for you. But yeah, you better start running. To be fair, if you got asthma and then you got inhalers, the only way to keep you alive in that kind of event, honestly, shut your mouth, Nick. Doesn't have anything to do with this. We're not talking about people that have asthma. When I see somebody with like an 8-pack who's got asthma running Hyrox events, you don't have asthma. You're a cheater. You're a cheater. I remember the kids growing up with asthma. Those are the kids you take lunch money from. To be honest. UK football teams seem to have asthma issues. Yeah, you know, dude. Let's just be honest, dude. Like, everybody is finding ways to cheat, and then they find ways to emotionally disassociate themselves from the level that they're cheating at. They're like, yeah, my coach says that I have asthmatic tendencies. I'm like, you have the tendency of being a bitch. That's what you have. You don't see me over here with all these special things. I've caught many athletes doing this kind of stuff. And you know what? It makes me excited because I know what they're doing right now is they're showing me their soft ass belly. They're like a kitten who's rolling over on their back, just showing me their belly, just saying, hey, listen, I'm a bitch. And I know I'm going to beat them. Nobody with an inhaler has ever beat me at anything. I will punch you in the Johnson. No chance. But I'm just saying, if I catch you on that stuff, you're a victim in my book. Let's just be honest. Okay, going back to the interesting things. I don't know if I fully believe this, but AI created a list of the 10 greatest athletes of all time. I don't know if this is ranking, but Michael Jordan, I would say for sure. Muhammad Ali, I would say I'll put him up there. Pele, yeah. Usain Bolt, definitely. Leo Messi, for sure. Wayne Gretzky, yeah. John Jones, yeah. Tiger Woods, yeah. The fact that Tom Brady's not in here is crazy. It's crazy, crazy. Like, the NFL has to be the hardest sport in the world for explosive athletes and like technical explosive athletes. Like, you could be a shot putter, you're an explosive athlete. You can be a javelin thrower, you could be a high jumper, you could be a sprinter, you could be a rugby player, but damn, dude, the amount of technicality that goes into being a person that is commanding the field for over a decade of the most aggressive athletes in the world trying to kill you as you're executing a game plan and getting the ball across the field. Like, Michael Jordan at times gets to have lack of responsibility while other people are making plays. A quarterback has zero opportunity during the game to have a lack of responsibility. You are the only person driving the ball forward. Like, you have people that are assisting you, but you are the person who is in the driver's seat. So the fact that Tom Brady's not on there, I'm going to probably, if I had to wipe off somebody, I'd say LeBron James because he's a pansy. Second person I would probably wipe off. God, that's tough. I don't know Pele enough to make the execution, so I'm going to go Messi would be the next person I would wipe off, or maybe Muhammad Ali. That's what I'm just going to say. Yeah. Tom Brady was a waif? You're an idiot. Yeah, John Jones also got caught cheating and is an idiot also, so I guess you put that on there. Basketball, sorry, not baseball. Jim, we're not here doing history lessons right now. Don't inhalers jack up your heart rate, though? No. LeBron. Tom Brady's a waif. Kenneth, you've no grounds to stand on. Zero. Unless I catch somebody cheating, then I can't say. Michael Phelps also. Yeah. But the amount of people, this is another thing to really look at when you're looking at the greatest athletes of all time. Think about how many people competitively swim versus how many people competitively play football. Like, who are you screaming at? Dude, Ben's the loudest dude I've ever met in my entire life. Dude's a hillbilly. Brady would be nothing without Giselle. What? What? Dude, Giselle was a bum. Dude, this is also another really interesting take. Like, how can you guys deny pro wrestling when you know shit like this happens? I mean, you got these two beasts. Look at the shoulder girdle on this Titan right here in a golden helmet. And then you got this dude right here holding you down and just grabbing the shit out of your titty. I'm just going to throw it out there that WWE, Macho Man Randy Savage, maybe Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, greatest athletes of all time. This dude right here has the heart of a champion. He's just getting taken out, ripped to pieces, but you know after this scene, he probably got up and killed both these two guys. And as you can see here, I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but this was on HBO Max or whatever. Like, that's a high-level distribution network. I'll never probably make it on that distribution network. So, I'm impressed. I also think that I kind of want to start getting into the metrics of just like voting on sports based off of how badass an athlete was. Like, if you look at LeBron James, like LeBron James never been known to be a badass. He's just more of like a talented, big person with a really bad attitude. Like, I think he's a pansy. Then you got somebody like Nolan Ryan, who is just throwing missiles, winning games. And look at this. Look at that top knuckle chuck right there, dude. To punch somebody in the top of the head is such a crazy thing. Like, there's nothing vulnerable about the top of your head, but that's his pitching hand too, which is worth millions of dollars. And he's just cracking the top of your dome. He's just scrambling your eggs. And when I see an athlete like that who's willing to get a little aggressive, I think that's like another X factor in sports that needs to be talked about, because sports are kind of like the modern day way of displaying a warrior mentality. Like, back in the day, I don't know if you guys know this, but Indians, you know, whatever you want to call them, Native Americans, Indians, they used to play lacrosse for days on end. And it was like a way for the two competing tribes to compete against each other in like a non-violent way, but also in an aggressive state. And that was like part of the action of war. And then they'd actually go to war. But I love that. I love that a lot. Like, nothing in recent history has made me more happier in sports than when Team America went up against Team Canada. They booed our national anthem and they just beat the shit out of the Canadians 3 fights in a row. And then we won. So, Andy Irons. Let's look up Andy Irons. I'm into this. Andy Irons. How is this dude the most badass dude in sports? I don't know if I feel that at all. I'm not going to give surfers the category of most badass. I will give them talented and cool. Like, this guy looks like he's cool, but is he a badass? To a degree. But is he throwing missiles at other athletes? No, he's on sunny beaches, riding waves, looking cool. That's more of like, he's like a competitive dancer with a board. Joe Kelly, Yeah. I don't know. Who's Joe Kelly? See, this is the one thing. All right, guys. This is why I actually kind of stopped surfing. Surfers have this super shitty attitude where, like, if you go to surf at their point and then you catch a wave that they're trying to catch, they have like a really piss poor attitude. Surfers are basically guys that decided not to pick up ballet and picked up a surfboard instead. Like, same kind of category, same genre. Um, Not that masculine, like athletic. Like, I've seen some badass dudes that do ballet, but would I consider them to be like an athlete? And then afterwards, they're like, "Hey, what are you doing on my beach?" I'm gonna, I'd fucking kill them. But that's why I don't surf anymore, because I don't want to go to jail. But I will say, bad attitudes. Surfers have such bad attitudes. Mike Tyson deserves to be up there too. Dude had a record. If they didn't put him in jail, he probably would have the best boxing record in history. This guy right here, clearly champion amongst champions. Let's go down the line. This is another crazy record. I can't tell if this dude's just a savage that's just being born, or if he has one of those kind of like rookie, like he's just throwing haymakers like a rookie would. This kid just broke the all-time American 2K record with a 540. Average time 125.0. I can do 125 on repeats for maybe 4 to 6 of them, but I have to take rest in between. I don't think I could get anywhere near this. This guy's a mutant, and he's a freshman. Dude's like 19 years old. It's just insane. Yeah. Just, you've no clue if this guy's going to make it or not, just because he could just have just like a haymaker type ability. Okay, this one's interesting. So, 𝗨𝗨𝗏, he read some research basically that if you, this is for the boys, so any girls that are listening to the show, earmuffs, okay? Earmuffs, ladies. If you start dating a girl and she doesn't get onto your sleeping schedule, the studies show that the likelihood of the relationship working out is low, because this woman's not one to kind of really sync up with your routine. Now, do I think that's a little bit biased, where it's unfair that a woman has to sync up to your routine? Totally. But being that if a burglar comes in at night, I'm going to have to be the one who fights him. I'm going to need to be rested. Okay? And then when we wake up in the morning and somebody has to like take out the trash or fight a bear or chop wood to keep the house warm while you're still in bed, you got to get on my routine. So just throwing this out there, boys, girls, as I said, earmuffs. This is the testing ground. Go on a date, enjoy some time with them, invite them over for a sleepover. Don't get physical. Hold it back. Okay, guys? Hold your gold, if you get what I'm trying to say. Don't let them get handsy with you. Have a slumber party, and you're like, hey, just throw a curveball. Be like, it's 8:15. I want to go to bed. If she's got a bad attitude, put her in the car, send her home. Okay? If she's like, I'm super down, I was actually thinking about going to bed and I want to make you some hot cocoa real quick, and then I'm going to rub your back so you're extra rested for the morning. Just saying, she's a keeper. Because understand, you need your rest. Burglars are coming. Just saying. Ex-presidents were legit. 𝗵𝗵𝗸𝗁𝗏𝗧𝗐? Ben Wallace? I don't know what he put his damper on. Only my wife gets my gold? Solid, Kenneth. You know, dude. That's our treasure, guys. You got to hold it. I think things need to be reversed a little bit these days. Like, everyone's like saying, oh, the girl's got to kind of hold herself back a little bit, keep their body like their treasure. I'm the treasure. Girls try to come after me. I say, no. You got to take me on a couple dates. I want to meet the family. Take me to church. There's some tests you got to pass. And then maybe you might get a kiss. But I don't just hand it out these days. I'm a treasure. You know, Fabergé egg, rare, really rare. So, boys, hold it down, okay? This is actually, you guys are part of AlphaCon right now. We just switched everything up. This is not here to party sports anymore. You guys are now into AlphaCon Hunter. We're working on making sure that you guys are prepared to be alphas. And you know what? You're the gold. You're the prize. Okay, boys? You guys know that you have to do your monthly deposits. The first was a couple of days ago. You got to be paying in. Tips in the jar, please. Because I'm giving you guys advice, life advice that's going to help save you and make you monies. Just saying. Going to go back into the notes here. I love this one. I've got a question. People, they get horses, then they tie them up, and they're trying to get the horse to do something, and then it just bites the shit out of his thumb. Like, you guys can see the size of this thing's teeth. And that's a baby one. If you had a full-size one, dead. Hands gone. Damn. Did you guys see that reversal? You guys know the hand slap game you play as a kid where you put your hand out and then you got to slap over? Watch this reversal real quick. Pay attention. Hand on top. 3, 2, 1. Reversal. Boom. This horse would be dominant at that game. And I'm going to go over here. This idiot trying to take pictures with a Terminator. Bam. And this video goes on forever. The cops have to come and check on this chick because she nearly lost her life from that gigantic Tyrannosaurus-looking horse. And honestly, at this point, you can see this thing's crazed. This is kind of like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of status where it's starting to transform. Like, you can see it's licking its gums. And clearly the woman's dead. I don't know how we're here again, guys. I've been telling you. 2 assassins. 2 of them. I had something I wanted to share with you guys that was really important, but I totally forgot what it was going to be. But I don't have a horse fetish. I'm just trying to save the world one person at a time, one horse bite or kick at a time. I'm going to give you guys some life lessons. What I learned about coming down to Australia. 1, we've been lied to. This place is amazing on too many levels. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. It's cheap. The people are all too good looking. I can't quite figure it out. They all got good attitudes. I don't know why more people aren't here, so I'm kind of confused. Oh, the feed. That's right. Listen, let me get to this feed thing, and then all of a sudden, we will talk about life lessons. But check this out. I just want to say I'm grateful. I'm going to get nerdy for a second here. You guys go to thefeed.com. You just go there. You just scroll down. Oh, who's this? I've never seen a man like that before. His body is so full. His jawline is so defined. His pecs bouncing, full of dominance and juices that most men will never experience before. So you just see that right there? That's called sweat. But it ain't normal man sweat. It's luxurious. That right there, dude, that tastes better than a bottle of Fiji coming off my titty. Then all of a sudden you scroll down, you say, how did that man build that body? Builder Sports. I'm just going to let you guys know that I started this company 3 years ago. I had dreams of starting something many years before that. I spent my whole life, like when I was younger, just going to websites like bodybuilding.com and just like being like, wow, that'd be so cool to have my own product one day or to work with these companies. I started my bodybuilding career, lifting career, training career when I was 20 years old. I think I lifted my first weight when I was 19, but I started to like actually want to get better around 2021. And I turned 36 on Sunday, which is crazy. 16 years later, I have made a partnership with one of the biggest companies in the world for supporting athletes. I've got a company that sells products around the world supporting athletes, and it's just amazing, dude. Like, I just kept on chipping away. I kept on showing up. I kept on getting more certifications. I kept on taking more of my money and investing it inside of things that were my dreams rather than keeping it in a bank account or spending it on dumb shit. And we made it, man. Like, we fucking made it. And like, not only are our products here, but they just have done something really cool where they've got these limited edition Biceps When Races bottles. Like, it's awesome. Like, this is the start of something that I hope becomes a very impactful and influential company in the space of athletes around the world. And the feed's a big part of that. Like, the fact that they believed in me and believe in this product and want to support hybrid athletes is awesome. So, like, today, I went and did a long run, and I had 2 scoops of hydro beforehand, this product, and immediately when I got home, I cranked a bunch of sugar and Strength X2. I can honestly say that, like, I show up every single day in my training, and I keep on showing up and keep on giving my very best, and I keep on being very, very methodical about the small things, and I let them stack up. So, like, my best suggestion to you guys is find a company inside of here that best supports your needs, whether it's Builder or another company, whatever. You should definitely be drinking out of our Biceps When Races bottle. Otherwise, you'd be a fool. But you got to keep on stacking it up. I keep on telling you guys this stuff all the time. It takes hundreds of workouts, thousands of hours, years on end, but you can make yourself something monstrous. You can transform. Like, I was a bitch when I was 20. Like, I could fold that kid up and eat him in a sandwich. But 16 years later, man, I've been dominating this world of sport for a while now. And, obviously, like, there's up days and down days, but the thing is it's consistency. The person who works the most consistent is going to be the person that's on top. And if you want to be that best version of yourself, the best version of yourself in your community, your state, your region, your country, your world, you got to keep on following that kind of attitude. And honestly, like, this company right here is going to help you get there. And I'm super pumped to see where we take this thing. Dominating defunct OCR leagues. Oh, dude. I do love shit talkers. It is amazing to me. Usually most of them come from the CrossFit community. And I've already talked so much shit about CrossFit. You guys know that you're all really, really just poorly functioning human beings. And I don't need to hurt your feelings anymore. So you're flawed. You're insecure and you're flawed. And that's tough. I get it. I've gone to therapy myself. Sometimes you just have to look in the mirror and realize that you're flawed. But thank you for showing up, Clock. But my life's ambition is to create a bodybuilding supplement company. No, that's not what I said. Active listening is also an important part of life as well, my friend. Man, you guys are just brutal in the notes. You're hurt, little souls. But I will say, guys, anybody here who's really addicted to fitness, you guys clearly are if you're listening to this show, you should come to Australia. You should come to the Gold Coast. You should check out the scene here. Like, Hyrox is just getting started. It's going to get very competitive, very intense. And you're basically you're going to have a great time. I would come down here for a handful of weeks. I'd probably start on the Gold Coast and then stay there exclusively because it's so amazing here. And just link it up, dude. Just stay in a tight community, get some good people, and go to a local gym, throw down. It's amazing. Like, I'm coming back. I'm definitely going to come back in July. But this is the first time in a while that I've gone somewhere where I was like, this feels like Hunterstown. So I would give it, like, if I've traveled around the world and competed and, like, actually gotten locked into an area for training, this is the #1 place I've been to anywhere. Like, there's obviously pretty places. Like, you can go to the Dolomites, you can go to the Alps. Spain is really cool, but I'm talking about lifestyle, training, opportunities, resources. This place is unmatched. And, like, if you want to get into it, do it here. Also, so much cheaper than Malibu. I'll answer a couple more questions, then I'm out of here. Dude, Paul Lozano. Let's go, baby. Who cares if there's influencers here? Don't be a dick. What if you're addicted to fitness and you live in Brisbane? We both know that Brisbane's what we call a second city. It's like Ohio. Like, it's cool, but it's not the coolest. July is winter there. Probably real nice. Well, Yeadon, where do you live? Fucking Iowa? You jerk. You loser. I bet you live next to the dump. You look like one of those kind of people. Just saying. Bet you I hurt your feelings, didn't I? Okay, guys, I'm out of here. I got to go rest. I got to get ready. I hope to see you guys in Glasgow. This is probably the last show I'm going to do. Maybe I'll get my dad on here. You live in Reno? Reno is a dump. You had that coming, dude. Nobody goes to Reno. Reno is where you fly into if you want to go to Lake Tahoe. But what you do is you get off the plane and you skedaddle as fast as you can to get into your car and get the hell out of there. Reno is a problem. You know that's true, dude. You know that's true. The feeling of depth of despair that you have going right now deep into your chest, God, that must suck. That must suck. Are you a prisoner? Are you DMing me from jail right now? Because why would you be in Reno? Do you sell drugs over the border? Are you a mule? You're probably a mule. You are basically this guy. If I had to guess, this is you. You somehow got duped into selling drugs and carrying them across the border, and you have to live in Reno because they keep you in a cage until it's time to come out again. This is what your profile picture should look like. Or maybe this. You are Diana Wiest. All right, guys, I have to stop making fun of people because I'm going to get in trouble one of these days. You're a cop? Well, I don't know, man. Thank you for your service. I'll leave it at that. But the rest of it, dude, you know is true. You know it. You'd rather be a coyote than a mule? Nobody knows what that means. Read the above my question. Nah. Defo looks like Terry Barandino. There we go, dude. All right, guys. It was cool. Peace and love. Catch y'all soon.